Yes, hello, this is Mr. Wagner. Yes, ma'am, I'd like to make an appointment. Well, I need a physical and the doctor's signature. I've applied for EOL benefits, ma'am. Monday works for me, yes. Thank you. Good day. Good day.
Look, son, if you're taking my place, we gotta talk.
Talk? Giving me a break. I am a man of action.
Action? You've yet to see real action.
What more can I do? I've fought all the supervillains.
Remember? You still ain't beat me in arm wrestling.
One day, Captain Aura.
One day. My son. It's okay. No one beats the OG.
Tis of thee. It's the badass of the galaxy. He's nothing special, so they say, till the tiger gets his day. Square dance, a denim pants, Melvin is the rodeo. Last chance on the crazy bull, Melvin is the rodeo. A country punk with too much spunk, a city slick with a gigantic kick. Melvin is the rodeo. Pew pew, punch two, and the biggest kick in space. Melvin is the rodeo. Pew pew, punch two, and the biggest kick in space. Oh yeah.
Time out!
Radio silence, quiet in the airwaves. Sonic power speed runs faster, faster, faster still. Answer the phone, pick it up, yo. Oh no, answer the phone, let's go, go. Answer the phone now. Muted volume, rumble mode, what's wrong with that damn brick? Answer the call, you prick. Answer the phone, pick it up, let's go, bro. Let's go, go. Answer the phone, phone. Answer the phone, pick it up, yo. Oh no, answer the phone, let's go, go. Answer the phone, phone. Muted volume, rumble mode, what's wrong with that damn brick? Answer the call, you prick.
Cardinal, we gotta talk.
you superhuman having trouble finding employment worthy of your power? Perhaps it's time you consider joining the United Foundation of Order, America's superhero agency. We offer great pay, educational, legal, and environmental benefits to meet all your needs.
And they really help with the costumes!
Your nation needs you, the people need you, and I need you too.
Come on, folks, you might even get to meet me for real!
Darkness died. Like every night. Dark no fight.
We're getting bored. We're getting bored to death, sir.
Darkness died.
There's only one real cure for boredom out here on the battlegrounds.
I know exactly what we need. Gather round, Joes.
Balance of the
We'll do a read aloud of Darkness Dies.
The blessings versus all the curse. The garden, the very best against the worst. And all his faces, the time has come to... All you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
side, I turn to HeroShack.com.
I love Hero Shack so much, I like to go bowling with a can in hand. When things get a little crazy out here, I turn to HeroShack.com.
HeroShack.com! Greetings, señorita. Allow me to introduce myself.
Are you a super-powered citizen having a hard time finding work that fits you with great pay? Perhaps it's time you came to work for the UFO, America's official government agency for superpowered people. We offer full training, legal services, medical, and more, all in exchange for your superpowers saving American lives. Uncle Sam needs you, the people need you, and I need you too. The UFO is the answer. Join today. If you're lucky, you might meet me in real life, cowboy.
I am the international adult super duper star, Eladio. Many people ask Eladio why I'm not in all the comic book shops. One day Eladio will be in all shops, but today Eladio is exclusively at atomiccomics.net. Allow Eladio to announce issue 2 of Under the Ring by Atomic Comics. Of course, if there's an issue dos, there's also an issue uno. But señorita, Eladio knows why you watch Eladio on video though. I know I must give you sexy dance now. It is Eladio! My atomic comic. I don't tick, comic, click, under the ring. It is Eladio. Please, señorita, remember this seriousness. This is a dependent comic for adults. Eladio! Atomic comic. Eladio!
Look up, look down, there's danger rising all around. Within, without, doom awaits without a doubt. Swing left, kick right, can we make it through the night? Your guess is mine, but we're almost out of time. The UFO has come to take him, but he's got friends who will forsake him. While Peter's fighting in his head with Queen's sting, wishing he were dead. All in the Great Cyclopian goes down, issue number 10. Back now, the Great Cyclopian. Don't miss it, issue number 10.
Because of who I am, I have to be careful about what I commit to. I have to be ready to go anytime I'm needed, no matter where that is.
I could have joined the Avengers, or the League, maybe even the Titans.
I can't just join super groups.
I am good about Mantown once or twice a month, but life is busy.
I'll be there if I'm needed.
Veterinaria! I do it all using my secret powers in unison. With vision.
I'd call it Sprocko-vision, but it sounds a bit contrived.
I am Sprocket Man. I am Sprocket Man. I am Sprocket the Man. I am Sprocket Man.
must travel south. The suit on he is endowed with incredible powers. Another man wanting to end his life. Canadian shield saves him in the nick of time. Now he lets the man no reasons to live. With this the man goes on to live many more days. Canadian shield with the power of strength. Canadian shield with the power of speed. Canadian shield with the power of flight. Canadian shield with many more powers. A villain appears and threatens many. Canadian shield rush to the scene. A battle ensues and blows are traded. The Canadian shield wins and many are saved. Canadian shield with the power of strength. Canadian shield with the power of speed. Canadian shield with the power of flight. Canadian shield with many more powers. Will fight the evil that comes his way and help those he can in need.
Father, I have traveled near and far, beyond all stars.
Like every night.
Aye. What is the cause for this occasion, my wayward son?
Dark no fight.
I have traveled far to present Darkness Dies to thee.
Look up, look down, there's danger rising all around. Within, without, doom awaits without a doubt. Swing left, kick right, can we make it through the night? Your guess is mine, but we're almost out of time. The UFO has come to
Can we make it?
him, but he's got friends who won't forsake
We have
him.
to!
While Peter's fighting in his head with Queen
What's the plan?
We
fight to keep Cyclopian safe.
All in the Great Cyclopian goes down issue number 10. Back now, the Great Cyclopian. Don't miss it, issue number 10.
Hello. Yes, certainly, Captain. I'll be right there.
Pyramid nights, you'd never believe unless you can see the pyramid nights. The pyramid nights.
Look down, there's danger rising all around. Within, without, doom awaits without a doubt. Swing left, kick right, can we make it through the night? Your guess
Can
is
we
mine,
make
but
it?
We're almost out of time. The UFO has come to
We
take
have to.
him, but he's got friends who won't forsake
What's the plan?
him. While Peter's
We
fighting
fight to
in
keep
his head with
Cyclopian
Queen
safe.
Sting, wishing he were dead. All in the Great Cyclopian goes down, issue number 10. Back now, the Great Cyclopian. Don't miss it, issue number 10.
Captain or a leader of the team. Thunder fist, the secret in the shadows. Vulcan speedier than any bullet. Moonstar, the demons, justice is back in season.
Look up, look down. There's danger rising all around. Within, without. Doom awaits without a doubt. Swing left, kick right.
Can we make it?
Through the night, your guess is mine.
We have to!
Almost out of time. The
What's the plan?
UFO has come to take him, but
We
he's got
fight the Great
friends who
Cyclopian!
him while Peter's fighting in his head with Queen Sting wishing he was dead. All in the Great Cyclopian goes down, issue number 10. Back now, the Great Cyclopian. Don't miss it, issue number 10.
Cardinal. Cardinal. The Cardinal of Justice.
When the angels heard his call, they gave them strength to answer all. As the demons start to fall, he's kicking down the walls.
The Cardinal. The Cardinal. The Cardinal of Justice.
Burning, burning, burning down the wicked, turning, turning, disturbing in the thicket.
The Cardinal of Justice.
Hi guys, this is Outcast Comics. I know it's been a minute. I've been working on an ash can that'll be going out with Cross Comics' Snowdrift from Rick Piper. There's 3 pages on here from the ash can, plus a pinup of Angel's Death, which was made by my son. I hope you guys like what you guys see. Please leave a like if you like it. Leave a comment. You know, regardless whether you do or don't like it, leave a comment and share. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this. Bye.
Are you a hard-working, superpowered citizen having a hard time making it in today's world? Perhaps it is time for you to consider joining the United Foundation of Order. We are America's superpowered defense agency, fighting crime wherever it might fester. We offer training, great pay, medical, educational, and recreational bennies. Yeah. Your neighbors need you, your nation needs you, and I need you too, baby. The UFO is the only option if you want to make a living as a superhero, so why not apply today? If you're lucky, you might meet me in real life, princess.
Look up, look down. There's danger rising all around. Within, without doom awaits without a doubt. Swing left, kick right. Can we make it through the night? Your guess is mine.
Can
but
we
we're
make
almost
it?
out of time. The UFO has come to take him.
We have to!
But he's got friends who won't forsake him.
What's the plan?
While Peter's fighting in his head
We
with Queen
fight to keep
Sting,
Cyclopian
wishing
safe.
he were dead. All in our Great Cyclopian goes down, issue number 10. Back now, the Great Cyclopian. Don't miss it, issue number 10.
Yes, hello, this is Mr. Wagner. Yes, ma'am, I'd like to make an appointment. Well, I need a physical and the doctor's signature. I've applied for EOL benefits, ma'am. Monday works for me, yes. Thank you. Good day. Good day.
Why did the chicken join the pirate crew? Chicken, chicken, doo-doo. Red? Beard? What's the difference between a chicken and a duck? Anyone? Chickens are multi-purpose. Yeah, they are multi-purpose wiretap. You never hear of anyone choking the duck. Chicken dinner!
Let down, there's danger rising all around. Within, without, humor waits without a doubt. Swing left, kick right, can we make it through the night? Your guess is mine, but we're almost out of time.
Can we make it?
Come to take him, but
We have to.
forsake him. While Peter's
What's the
fighting
plan?
in his head with Queen Sting.
We fight to keep Cyclopian safe.
All in the Great Cyclopian goes down issue number 10. Back now, the Great Cyclopian. Don't miss it. Issue number 10.
So, as everybody here
no
probably
buttons.
knows,
I'm sitting in the recliner, so it doesn't really work well with my camera on.
yeah, I see that. We're only getting half your face.
know.
So I want to update everybody real quickly. Let me see. I'm going to show you what's going on here. And for the record, this is my fault. Let me make sure you can see it. Okay, so here's our campaign page. And as you can see, it believes it's been running for 56 minutes. and it's all here. Everything is great. But if you click the link below in the YouTube, you're probably still going to get a 404. And a 404 means page doesn't exist, which of course we know it does. So why would this be doing this? Well, that's because Chris set it up in Pacific time, and then, about an hour before we started, I went and switched it so it would start at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and I think I screwed up. It's what? I hear you. I don't hear anybody else. Oh, well, I can't hear you on my mic. Are you muted? You're muted. Unmute yourself. Diana. Oh, my goodness. Because I can hear you, but I can't hear you.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Because literally it's so weird. I have to use my phone.
Yes, ma'am.
It's literally it's so weird. I have to use my phone.
There are some weird noises coming off of you, lady.
It's so weird.
There are some weird noises coming off. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm hearing like echo off of you or something.
I don't know what's going on there, but
yeah, definitely an echo.
Echo off of you or something.
What's going on out there, hon? When I mute you, it goes away. Diana.
I'm sitting here like I normally do.
All right, that's better. I don't know what you were doing.
Okay.
You don't have headphones in, right?
No, but I'm putting them in now. Any sound
Okay.
on the iPad.
That's probably going to help the headphones.
That's why I took my headphones off. Let me see. Go ahead, guys.
So welcome
I'm
to the
fine.
worst stream ever, guys. This is horrible. I'm going to bring everybody in, but I wanted to show you that the page is up, but I screwed it up, and now I'm waiting on either, I believe it could go public at 11 o'clock when it thought it was going to initially, or it may take the tech guys over at Fund My Comic, and I don't know if it's really fair to expect them to be working at this hour. But I didn't get a response on Twitter, so they're probably, you know, shoot, people have families. I gotta be sympathetic of them too, right? It's not their problem that I messed it up. Of course, this is going to be the conspiracy. And before we talk about that, let's just add our friends to.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome aboard,
Goodbye.
Rick, Tim, and Randy.
Okay, goodbye, Rick. See you later.
Yeah, see you, Tim.
No, I'm not
I
leaving.
didn't know you were going.
I wasn't leaving. You
He's
said
just telling you.
goodbye. I was just responding.
Can everybody
So
hear
there's,
me now?
yeah,
Is there any echo?
not now, no.
No.
Okay. All right.
So this hair is supposed to be up for grabs right now, and the campaign screwed up. So I know already. I saw in the
think
chat.
You screwed it up intentionally to make sure you wouldn't have to cut your hair off. Don't
That's
I don't
exactly
know.
what-
I saw a picture of an old hippie
Yeah.
on there, and I thought, oh, look at that old gross hippie. It's good.
You know what's funny is I never wear my hair down like that. I feel like Alan Moore when I do that. You know,
You're normal though.
Your hair's up for grabs, but the only one that can grab it is Diane. She's the only one around you.
You're
Oh
like
no,
what you're like what if Alan Moore was normal and didn't worship a snake?
Yeah, well, it still looks a little straggly when I let it go that way. It's not a conspiracy. What I will do is maybe I'll just make it because okay, so I'll tell you guys what happened during the week. First, it was $1,000 to get a crew cut. Then I had people complain that they didn't want me to get a crew cut. So I actually put a vote on all the items so that I was thinking tonight when we got to 1,000 or till midnight, whatever came first. If we got that far, the winner of the votes would get the win for next week. Now, it's really weird because Diana gets excited. Watch this, honey. Do you want me to get a haircut?
Yep.
Oh,
She
well,
sounds
that's
excited.
that was
Wow,
really excited.
I'm sorry. Well, he's had long
This
hair
is-
for years.
This
and
is
he's
not
so
my
handsome
night.
with the crew cut.
This is just not my night. Everything's going off, right? But I'm thinking maybe it is my night because maybe one way or the other, this is a good thing. I'm checking
Yeah.
the site right now. Let's see.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I accidentally set it up for Pacific time. Oopsie. I guess I don't have to cut my hair now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Come
think.
on.
Guys.
Are you trying to convince us or you?
Right?
Who are you trying to convince?
Well, I'm gonna leave the door open to still do it. Because honestly, guys, I love my hair, but I'm intrigued by the idea. Like I forgot that men can actually have short hair, and you know it's.
Well,
It's-
you did
it's-
this a few years ago, didn't you? For the
Yes,
first
Yeah,
I'm
he did.
I'm playing around, Rick. No, I did it with I think I did this with Cluster Fudge.
Oh,
When
okay.
Testify was actually still around, and I think we did it on one of their shows with Stu and a couple of war campaigners might have been around.
Oh, I've heard of that stream. Yeah.
Well, they were cheering on, and Diana actually got on with a set of shears and cut my head.
It was
She
exciting.
cut your head.
Well, the
Well,
hair
I
off
didn't
of
mean
it.
to, but I was also
was-
drinking while I was doing. I was being encouraged by Vicky to drink.
Yeah, they were all encouraging her. They were like, "Yeah, have another wine before you cut his hair."
Yeah.
Oh, so you literally cut his hair. I thought you
Yes.
just meant that as in,
Wow.
you know.
Well,
Oh,
the
we
good
lost
news
Diana.
Well, no, I know where she is. I don't know what she's doing. She's goofing around, laughing in there. Here she comes. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I bet you she says that, right?
my StreamYard is dropping. I'm using the right browser and everything. I just don't understand what's going on tonight.
Yeah, you want us to
the
believe
internet.
that.
Well, last week.
Yeah,
I
just
had
like you
some-
want us to believe you said it at the wrong thing.
I didn't look at it close enough. It's my fault. I'll take the blame on that one.
No, you know what? It's both our faults because we proved it and everything
We
looked
did.
perfect, and we both went by the PTD.
Oh, I'm sure it'll
And
get
I-
straightened out. No problem.
Well, if nothing else, it should be open by 11 tonight, but that's like much later. But I
Right.
think what I'll do is maybe I'll just leave it open till it hits 1,000. If it hits 1,000, let's not be overly optimistic.
Right.
But and just see where the cards fall for the crew cut. If you see the site like in the video, I actually have it as a reward option: haircut or or spare the
God.
hair.
I can't even believe he did that. I was
You
like,
didn't
I
see
thought,
that?
wait, no, you told me, but I couldn't. Never mind. I'm just not going to say.
Uh,
You're exasperating tonight,
Lorenzo says, "How much for Cap to shave his head?"
right?
Well, now that would be interesting.
Yeah,
I
that
might
would
be able to. I might be able to go for that. That could be fun because if I do this, I want it to be a true crew cut, and I think the
What are
military
you
has the
trying to
best
say?
crew cuts. Military guys know the best crew cuts.
Well, they don't
They
do
certainly-
their crew, but they know them, but they don't do the crew cuts.
Okay,
They-
so
they-
see that? Hang on. I gave each one. I like this one best. Here we go. Yes, crew cut. No, spare the hair. But these are on each and every item because I was going to do this tonight and let people just do their pick. Because of the two backers that did contact me and say, I don't want to get your
Wait. Scroll back down. All the way to the bottom.
Hang on. How far down? That's the
bit.
very bottom.
A little bit.
I'll go up slower. Are you talking about the rewards?
No. One of the very last pictures on the bottom. It's up higher. No, higher. That one.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Have you seen this?
a little birdie might have sent one to me. But
Yeah, I'm working on that. And it's very cool.
okay, can I? Okay, let me just explain this to you. Okay, this is just my own humble opinion. However, I have some pretty solid logic behind it. I get where you're going with the Titans fall, but here's the thing. We always had the Titans rise, right? We already rose because the Titans rise has been our Avengers Assemble since we were kids, okay? Then at the end of Darkness Dies, we all lose our powers, so that's already the fall. We already had the fall. We're going to get our powers back. I think the title should be Titans Rise again, again. Tony thinks it should be Titans Rise, but even I think Titans Fall. I think you miss it. I think you missed the mark on that one.
No, it's not over yet. That's the thing. This
Chris
is
likes
more
to yank
than
everybody's
You know, all of those words were English, but for real, for all the information that was imparted.
So my question is: are we gonna have Titans summer, Titans winter, Titans spring?
Actually, I was thinking
You know what,
Titans
maybe we
spring
should
because
just
that's
call
on the
this
way
one-
up.
We should call this Titans Autumn. How about that?
No. So, the point is actually they could still be Titans Rise again. Titans Fall is going to deal with the first. Okay, so I'll give you guys the spoiler. The first little part of this story, because it's intended to go in the back of 10, 11, and 12. The first part is how we try to stay together as a team to try to get our powers back, but that isn't going to work. And what it's going to be symbolically is of the time when we had to split because our adult lives
Let me
kind of.
just interrupt for a second. It's clear who you are and who Stacy is, but of the two on the right, which is me and which is Tony? I mean, you're the white hippie with the porn stash, and Stacy clearly. I mean, so which of the other characters is me and Tony?
So it would be you then, Tony.
So you're in the red.
Yes.
You're in the red. Tony's in the bluish, grayish color.
So for those poor viewers that have no idea what we're talking about, these 4 characters are based on myself, Randy, Captain Aura in the chat, Tony Santamasinos, and Stacy over there, who's one of our friends that I don't know, we haven't talked to him in at least a decade or two, but we will find him. But when we were kids, we used to have these characters, and I'm just kind of playing with them, and I took away everybody's powers at the end of our last graphic novel. And now this is going to be the story of reclaiming them. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about. I wanted to say that, Randy, because not everybody's down with the lore. Okay. And it's kind of funny because most comics don't have real people in them. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I just got all my friends in it, and you know, yeah, I'm just playing around, having fun, you know.
Yeah, well,
like
I do, but I don't. I have some friends in that in my flame. There's me and my 2 buddies, but I mix up our names and all that.
All right, look at this, Rick. Okay, look at these. Can you guys see like the first 8 circles here?
Yeah.
All right. How many do you think of those 8 are fictional?
All of them? No.
Well, yes, but I mean, how many do you think have a real human alias?
Well, we obviously know.
I would say all of those. Maybe
Captain not half of them.
They're all real people, except for
Cyclopian and I equal some. Those are the only 2 fictional characters out of that whole list.
Well,
in terms of
what about Fiber Frog?
Cardinal's fictional too, isn't he?
No, he's actually based on Eric/Neo.
How about Cindy, the Cyclopia lady?
No, she's fictional.
Mm-hmm.
We got the name from Cindy, our friend, our dearly departed friend, but she's not based on Cindy. I just, I was like, all right, let's give her a name. The Fiber Frog is based on another character, just like I equal some. They're both, what do they call those? Parodies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and down here, these are all fake.
Let me ask you something. Since you have many more powers and shit, like how about you stop being greedy and you just give us a couple? How about that?
Rick, you're never going to get away from that song, Rick. That line is going to haunt you.
International call.
Well, hey, that's all right. But that would require a crossover, and I'm all up for the crossover. I've even started writing it. I need to finish it someday, but hey, can't give crossovers when they don't powers from him when they don't meet.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
Oh my goodness!
So
he needs all those powers to fight the evil and
how about you just? I'll be happy if you just give me the power of looking super cool.
You always look
well, sorry, cool. Nobody can help you with that one.
You're right. That already is my mutant superpower. My bad.
Yeah.
No, nobody can help you with that one.
Oh my
all right, so I'm gonna do the check because what time is it?
About that
9:15. Let's see if anything has changed. I bet you it hasn't. I bet you it's not going to open until 11 now. All right, so I want to do it in an incognito window because if I'm logged in, I can see it.
Right.
And I don't know if that's true for
we
customers.
Didn't get an email either.
Right.
Normally
yeah, no, it's still not there.
Hey, you're usually we'll get an email saying that,
I'll do another stream when it finally opens, whichever night that
This is so bad. I can't believe this happened.
There's a reason. I must have done it for a reason.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
subconsciously you lose your hair.
We already clocked that.
Yeah. We already
No, but I mean, it must be easier with the delay than it would be without it. There must be a reason.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. It must be easier with the delay than without it.
No, I mean to get the
I think
haircut.
subconsciously he did it because he really does want. He's the one who suggested this. I just want to say that, you guys. I didn't come up with this little thing. He
It
did.
was the glow in your eyes when I suggested it.
The sparkle. I'm like, really?
You did.
Really?
You got excited. You were
You
like,
gonna put your hair up? Oh yay!
she loves it when I put my hair up.
Oh God. Well, he doesn't
Like
let
for
me do anything
sale.
fun with it, so it's useless to me.
Well, you've talked about it before. Anyways,
I'm sure she's contemplated scalping you at some point.
Oh, you
No,
have
no,
idea.
no.
I'm
She's
like, yeah.
she's a sweetheart. She would never.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
No,
would.
we'll leave that to the Canadian Shield to scalpel.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I wanted to talk a little bit, like when I was selling the book to everybody, about why it's been a year and a half since issue 9. And that's quite simply because Darkness Dies took so long. And then actually I did the Cyclopian before launching it.
Right.
You know, the whole Cyclopian section is done. The Titans section is only going to be about 6 pages per book. So I'm halfway through that, and it's like I have 60 days in the campaign. So, wow.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was a plane.
I think it was a Canadian Air Force.
It's the plane, boss. The plane.
Oh my.
That was the whole Canadian Air Force.
Flying over, he was using the power of flight and speed simultaneously.
So
That's how he rolls.
let me ask Chris this question.
Yes.
Because I wasn't clear when he was grumbling about the Pacific time thing. What time does it actually launch tonight?
Remember, the initial time I had it set for was 11. But that was 8 o'clock Pacific time.
But then you put it, you put it
Then I
back
put it
into
into
review. You changed it, so it went to
right,
review
and then
again.
it worked, but then it didn't work, and now it's not working. And I
Right.
think I screwed it up. So I've sent messages to one of the owners of Fund My Comic and to the Fund My Comic account. However, I don't know if they're monitoring it at, this hour. Come on, people have families and stuff. I don't expect them to be, sitting
Tony
waiting
says-
for me to go, help.
Tony says, maybe if you cut your hair, your powers will come back. A reverse Samson.
It's worth a shot. Let's do it. Diana, get the clippers. Run in the
I
room.
will, right
Do a
now.
live stream right
You
now.
can do
Right
it
now.
live stream.
It'd be crazy is if it
You
came
can do that,
online
Nicole.
right after she cut it. That would
If
be
what?
crazy if the page came up right after she cut it.
If people
Then
were
that
voting
would be-
no, no, don't cut it. Leave it. Leave your.
We got Alzamat Film saying, so when does it officially go live? He's not 100% sure, but the latest
Because
is
he's in
11
nincompoop.
p.m.
I can't believe
Eastern.
this. He was so excited. This
Good
week,
evening,
too.
Elasmat. Yeah, let me tell you what happened. So I got everything set up. Everything was great. And I noticed about 7 o'clock that it was set for Pacific time, which means the opening would have been at 11. So I jumped in and moved it to 5 o'clock Pacific, so it would be 8 o'clock Eastern, so that by 8:30 our campaign would be up and running, and we'd have some ginger going. And it didn't clear somehow. It stayed in review.
Well, no, yeah, it just.
And so I've sent messages begging for help, and like I said, I don't know if they're on duty or not. So I don't know if it's coming on at 11 or if I'm waiting for somebody to come to work tomorrow to look at it for approval. So I've screwed it up.
What did you send it in? When did you send it in for approval?
Well, originally he sent it in 2 days ago, so it was all set.
It was approved, and I switched the time.
Okay.
And he
And-
whenever you make a change, it goes back to edit, goes back to approval status, and so that's
Actually,
what happened.
But here's what's weird. I thought I only did that when it was when it was done on an award or whatever you want to call it, a reward.
Anytime you make any changes to it, it goes back to approval status. You have to wait till they go and look what you've done, and they click approve. But like you said, you did it an hour before we were to go live because I saw the email. It went in at 7 6:47 when he caught the mistake. And I'm like, oh God. And I can hear him groaning in his office going, oh my God, I can't believe I put it in the thing. Lots of
I think I
language
screwed
came
it
out of
up.
his mouth.
That's what I told her too. I think I screwed it up.
I screwed it up. I said, what did you
Yeah.
do? So here
you
we
did,
are.
but you did. You did.
You
It's
know
gonna
what?
go live, just not quite what you
Fine.
planned.
Right. So
But I was so excited. I felt like I had built up some momentum in my head. I was ready to go. I really liked the pre-show. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. No, I screwed it up. But what's
It's
killing me,
okay.
what kills me is when I go, okay, so as I told you guys, I can see the page,
Yeah.
from
The
behind
thing
the
is,
scenes.
yeah. The
But
thing
look at
is, you
this.
never really want it to go live as soon as you start your show. You want it to go live a little bit into your show. That way, you're building
Well,
up
not
momentum.
3 hours into the show. I'm going to be in bed.
Well, that's
A
true
little,
too. But
yes,
yeah.
a little bit.
That's if I'm
I
fortunate
hear what
enough.
I hear
Yeah, but
what you're
guys, that's if
saying.
I'm fortunate
Oh my
enough to
gosh.
get the 3 hours, right? I mean,
Oh, God.
what if this stays in until tomorrow morning or something? But where is this? So it thinks. Oh wait, I haven't refreshed that in a while. Let's see.
I mean, you could
So
always
it
contact Luke
thinks-
if it's not going right.
I tried
He
that.
did. He did.
Look
send
at this.
me
It
some-
thinks it really thinks it's been opened for an hour now. It thinks it's online.
Well,
But
can you put the link in the chat? And
to
see-
this?
is
Yeah,
it-
well, it's the
yeah.
same link. The only reason I'm seeing this is because I'm logged in, and I don't think it makes a difference if you are. I mean, if you have a GoFundMe or a Fund My Comic account, log in and click it. I don't know if you'll see the page, but I know you don't when you just do it like I do it in incognito to test the link because that, it's as if you were
Yes.
just a stranger hitting it. And when I
Yeah,
do it
it's
that
still
way, it's
404.
404. Yeah, so
Right. I just
it's-
checked it.
it's
Well,
waiting.
the only
so
reason why we have access is because we are into our account on Fund My Comic.
right.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, I get that. I get that. I just figured maybe if it's gone live,
Maybe, right? Wouldn't that be great?
I
Wouldn't
was
that be
hoping.
wonderful?
Yeah,
But yeah,
the
so
thing is, you put the link out there every so often. People check, and
Yeah. Oh my god.
well,
Yeah.
I
Unfortunately,
can't-
unlike your last campaign, I am not going to be the first backer this time.
No, that's fine. Oh my
I will
God.
be because if I see it's on, I'm going to back something just so that I can get a test of the system. Because I'm like, oh man, this is bad. Like, I feel terrible. I feel, you know what I mean? You're right. It is what it is. But
I would solve this problem, Chris. And this is from a super like techie kind of guy. What you need to do is you need to. I don't know why you're getting lazy and slacking, but you need to come up with a few more different versions of the Cyclopian theme. Because there's only like 10 or 11 man. I don't know what you're doing. But there's no room
No,
for so many more. I don't know why you stopped at 450.
So the deal with that was I was trying to fill a pre-show and I wanted to really push that comic. So I did the same song in multiple genres.
Didn't like. I don't remember which one it was, but I'm not saying I minded. But Jesus Christ, man, you're going crazy.
So,
with it.
so also I have to say, Tim Olson is to blame for all of the problems tonight. Simply because I heard that in a grapevine somewhere, but Tim was behind it all.
Yeah, because Alphabet says, just blame Tim. It's great therapeutic remedy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea, but I just know. I know Tim's to blame. Oh my God. So guys, yeah, I'm really sorry I screwed up tonight. But I'm kind of
the first time, won't be the last.
Oh God. Well, we're getting old every day. Every time I do an issue, I say, thank you, God. Let me get through one more. That was the way it felt with Darkness Dies.
Maybe you should say, God, please don't let me rush it at the end.
Oh well. I didn't feel like I rushed it. I really liked the ending of the Cardinal. But I will say this. No, in honesty, because of the. I have gotten various complaints from different people about the way it ended. I wouldn't mind revisiting it and fleshing it out a little more.
I think it just leaves it open for
What, like a what if issue? Like an issue of what if? Like
No,
what
no,
if,
no. Like, so we are independent creators at
Right.
Hero Shack. So I can come out with like a Darkness Dies director's cut, for lack of a better term.
Okay, I
and
got it.
just kind of like include scenes that weren't in the original.
Yeah, but the
footage
thing
that
is-
was left on the floor.
The thing is,
and-
you can do that
The
in a
R-rated
later
version.
thing to do with it or whatever. You know,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like somewhere down the road, I could come out with a Darkness Dies amended edition, and like do anything I want with it because independent publishing. You know, it's kind of like
or the Cardinal One or something like that. You know, you can make it its own comic or whatever, and includes, you know, do flashback thing, and you include a couple extra scenes that weren't in the original.
See, I don't know. I think I'm going to try to build for a series. I want to build off the Cyclopean.
Oh yeah, I'm just
like,
saying
there
if
was
you wanted
something. There was something really cool on Twitter today, or X, and some guy asked how many of us have gotten past issue 3, and I was like, wow, you know what? I've done 10 issues. That's kind of something in the indies. Like, I guess people don't really get too far in their series, and I'm like, yeah, I better keep going because I do enjoy the book. I do enjoy the characters.
Yeah. Well,
and it
I'm
is a
on
cool
issue 3
feeling.
for I'm on issue 3 for Canadian Shield, and I'm planning number 4.
Right, and I mean that's
I
awesome.
just need to get Snowdrift 2 done first.
Well, and like if you think about it, if you didn't do your side projects and stuff, you'd be further along. And like, I know if I didn't do like the Trolls and Darkness Dies and Cluster Fudge, you know, like I would and Mangai Yoshokin, I would have had like many
Cluster
more
Fudge?
issues, many more powers. Cluster Fudge was a very interesting story about a superhero, government-made. Think super serum guy. His power was he could take on all sorts of chemical concoctions, and the government could test on him, and he would survive. So they could give him something. He would, come up with a power out of it, just the way his body would respond to it. And then they would be, okay, we can try to use that for this with other people, and they'd work out a non-fatal dose, and ta-da. The problem is, he ages, he gets old, he retires, and all these chemicals are swimming in his blood, traces of them, and it makes it like impossible for him to die. And that was tied in with some weird sci-fi elements of space aliens coming to get a bookmark, and there was a little girl involved, and he got shot, and his blood got into a cut that she had while he was holding her through a riot, and she ended up getting powers from him. And
So she's the
she
She-Hulk?
was, no, she was supposed to become Violet Vamp, and Violet Vamp kind of went by the wayside when we dropped the Hero Shack title, which was the first series that I actually worked on. And that was okay too, because that was kind of like a reset. I did some, I don't know, how many did we do, Diana? Like 4 books, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And it was like, okay, I've written myself into 3 or 4 corners, and my artwork is getting better. Let's leave this one behind and start something new. Yes.
Tony
yes,
says,
Tony.
yeah.
It actually started, I think it was like, let's see, issue 7, I think it started in. I started dropping pages of the Cardinal, and then I was like, well, I got to finish it in its own book. It's just going to take too long. So a year and a half later, I had that book. But it's interesting because going to Cyclopian from Darkness Dies after all that time, it's changed a lot of the things in the way I look at the art and the way that I draw things now. And I'm excited. I'm like wanting to get deeper into making comics not so much to satisfy the genre that I came from, but more or less to create my own carvings, if that makes sense. I'm getting to a point where I don't want to imitate, John Byrne, Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane. I want to be me. And that's a freedom in comics that I have never really felt. All my art, all my life when I've done comics, I've aspired to be, this guy or that guy. Not like I want to be his clone or this, that, but it's like when you're playing basketball. I used to always shoot like I was Larry Bird. Some people would shoot like they were Jordan, or LeBron or whoever your favorite was. Now I just want to do my thing because really that's what comics are at now. I think it's changed enough where you have to be individualized just to get out of the crowd.
Yeah. And Tony, doesn't your character Captain Aura already have his powers back? Sort of, maybe through a suit, but it's got his powers back.
In theory, they all have their powers back. This is the story of how they got them back. And it starts 2 weeks after the end of Darkness Dies, basically. So it's still, back in the early 2000s. We're still young men of sorts. And
just because I say that because Tony said, "Hey, Randy, maybe we should drive up to Canada to get some more powers."
Many more.
He just texted me. It says we're going to take a ride to Canada to get our powers back. He just texted me on my phone.
Oh my god!
Well, that Canadian Shield guy is pretty greedy if you think about it.
Yeah.
No, it's just Canada making that suit. And Cougar had no say in it.
The good news is they weren't buying stuff from China for that stuff back then, so I'm sure it's reliable. Yeah.
Well, that suit was created in our future, so maybe.
As long as you don't have a scene that has your character in the tall grass, we should be fine. Oh, Asmet knows what I'm talking about.
But then again, in probably my universe, Canada isn't quite as stupid as we are right now. Because we actually have, we technically do, but I was going to say we have a Canadian space program, but one where we actually have shuttles that we send up into space.
Well, see, I'm excited because with my government, the government's always got something screwy going on. Like, we have so many things happening that we don't even know about that I can write there's a program in the government that makes peanut shells bulletproof. That's their program. And I'd be like, I can believe it. We're crazy enough. We might have
hockey in space.
Yeah, it would be actually.
Random.
I don't know how would that work without gravity though? The puck would just kind of be like
it would play just like Blitzball in Final Fantasy X.
But how do you contain it? Like in an arena?
You think they'd have to worry about Space Moose?
No, Blitzball was basically 3D soccer played with a giant ball of water. A game. It was a mini game within the larger game, and I can tell you, not only did I never ever win a Blitzball game, I never even scored a goal, not one time. I used to get hammered. Thankfully, it was a completely optional part of the game, so I just skipped it. But my one buddy, I would watch him play, and I'm like, how are you doing this? Did you hack this game or something? It's nuts, because he would rule. He would just score goal after goal after goal and run right up through. They had a whole league thing, too. There was like prizes at the end that you could use in-game, but I never thought it was worth the effort.
Was this a video game?
Yeah, it was Final Fantasy X.
I know. You know what? I forgot about that, and I'm like Battle Ball. I'm not sure. I know what I don't.
No,
think
Blitz.
I ever saw
It's
that
called
game.
Blitzball. It was called Blitzball.
But it was never like a separate game. It was in the game.
It was It was an optional mini game within the larger game. You didn't have to play it to advance in the main game.
Right, but I mean, if it didn't come out on its own cart or disc, I wouldn't have known about it because I didn't play the Final Fantasy stuff. But
Oh, right,
that's
okay.
cool. I get it.
Tony says goodnight to Diana. She's yawning too much. She's thinking.
Oh my
she's
God, I'm so sorry, you guys. Seriously, I spent a long day today.
Well, it's 9:38 or so.
9:36.
All right, I'm going to do a test of the page again. I know it's not going to work yet because we haven't gotten emails or anything, but
Yeah. No,
let's
it's
take a
not.
look, and we have 404 still. My failure continues.
I am so
Yeah.
glad I did not take that link and start posting it everywhere before. Like, normally he says, "Oh, here's the link."
Well, you know what? In a way, I can get another day of posting our link if it opens up late tonight or tomorrow, because this gives me a narrative to say, well, the show didn't go the way we planned. Now things are happening like this, and I don't know. Maybe we can make lemonade out of a lemon.
A lemon. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Is we'll make lemonade out of a lemon.
It's just a pretty big fat lemon,
It's a very sour lemon, is what you mean.
Yeah, well, and it's fat. It's big and fat. It's just not pretty.
All you need is a bottle of tequila. Fuck that lemonade.
There you go. That works for me. It'll put me out just a few.
I don't think I've ever drank tequila.
Really? We're gonna have to change that this summer.
Tequila.
Are you kidding? I'm lucky to get through Rumplemints.
Oh, you guys should talk to well, not Chester Busby, but about doing Cyclopian again on Drawn and Quarter Fan Edition or Ultimate Edition.
Is that what's his name again? Eric
No, that's not Eric Danatowski. No, Chester Busby is the guy that runs it. That's every Thursday night that they do that, like at about 10, so 9 or 10.
Oh God!
I don't know. I think that we need one of our own.
What?
He was dead.
Our own drawn and quartered style, like some night where we get together and draw.
There you go.
I know.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't know about competition, but it always becomes that, doesn't it? If you get like 3 or 4 artists on a panel and everybody says, okay, we're going to draw, Donald Duck tonight, and we're going to mix him with, a DC hero of your choice. You'll get competition out of somebody. They'll be like, my Bat Duck is better than your Super Duck or whatever, It never fails.
It doesn't usually happen on mine, but everybody's welcome to come on mine and draw when I'm drawing. Whatever.
Is that?
Well, Mondays is Manga Monday, so I draw a manga character. Tuesdays.
Hey, careful, Rick, because I tell you what, man, I draw a hellacious stick figure. So don't talk no shit.
Hey, if you want to come on through my Discord.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not feeling like jumping right in. I forgot about that. You used the Discord thing. And every time I open Discord to get on your show, you know what happens? Every time. Yes.
Because you don't use it that often.
What happens?
But every time. Discord. I can open it and it'll update. And I'll say, okay, I'm going to test it. Quit. Open. Updates coming. I'm like, why? I just updated. I swear, it seems that bad. It's not quite that bad. But yeah, every time I go to use Discord, it wants to update. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Why doesn't this thing take care of itself?
Tuesdays, of course, I do the mashup. And usually Wednesdays, I do either an independent character or public domain. And that, I'm not sure whether you'd want to come on next Wednesday. Maybe I'll do Cyclopian next Wednesday. And I start at 7.
Well, you know what? I have to do Road Warrior Drake. Because Elasmat did one of Cyclopian. And I'm like, all right. now you're gonna get me going. Road Warrior is gonna be drawn, but I gotta think about it. Like, do I do a a straight on version as he does them, or do I like play with his style a little bit? What do I do with Road Warrior Drake?
Chris,
Yes.
You remember the Road Warriors from wrestling, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I can only remember one of them's name was Hawk, right? And what was the other one?
Animal.
Hawk and Animal? Okay, I could never remember the other one's name.
Was there not a third one, or am I crazy?
I don't think. Maybe one of them might have left the group and they brought a new guy in to because they were a tag team.
Yeah, I think maybe eventually they were the Legion of Doom in WWF.
Okay, I just looked it up, and no, apparently they were pretty much always Hawk and Animal.
Yeah.
Draws. They had people they teamed up with, but not not the core members.
Axe and Smash, they brought in a third person to their team.
Well, and remember, like, how many people have tried to take on the word warrior? Like, when you say warrior, the first thing I think of, first of all, is Ultimate Warrior. Yes, I was a total mark for him. I think I was like 9 or 10. And,
yeah, like the Ultimate Warrior as well.
Well, at his height, he was like rock and roll Rambo all tied into one, He was the one guy.
If you watch any of the videos of the other wrestlers that he worked with shooting, which means, telling the real story.
Yeah.
They all say that while he was a massive, incredible physical specimen, he didn't technically know how to wrestle, which meant that he was dangerous because, you got to be able to pick up a 250 whatever pound man and fake slam him on the mat so that he doesn't get hurt, right? But he would just do it for real. Like, I mean, in those stiff arms, those clotheslines he used to give all the time, they always called him out for going. What do they call it? They call it going hard or fresh or something. It just meant he was doing it for real instead of faking it like they're supposed to.
Well, the funny thing is, he was kind of Goldberg before Goldberg, right? I mean, because that was his big knock. He was just a brute and wasn't a very good worker. He was good with the crowd. He was over, but
yeah, right, exactly. I know what you're saying. Yeah, so they all pretty much say the same thing. And then the weirdest part was they finally the was WWE by then, but Vince McMahon finally turned around and said, "Okay, we'll let you in the Hall of Fame." And I think it was the next day he died. His heart exploded or whatever.
Well, it's funny because he was horrible, and Hogan was notoriously not a great wrestler in terms of a worker either. But
and also, he throw people under the bus to promote himself, to get one over for himself. Like, he would notoriously fuck shit up when he was supposed to lose in a way that gave him a way to save face publicly or whatever and still be the golden goose,
Yeah.
Tony said
he did that with The Undertaker.
I didn't fail
so that he could say that, well, he beat me, but he actually injured me, so he was in the wrong, And the tape clearly shows that Hogan's full of shit. His head never came anywhere near the Undertaker's signature ending move, where he just picks you up and slams you straight down on your head, but he actually just hits his knees, your head never hits anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he to the point where he was in McMahon's office on the floor, like moaning and gasping and telling McMahon, "Call my wife and the kids. They got to get here. Brother, this is bad. This is going to be it, man. I took all my vitamins and I did my prayers and he did this to me, brother." Just, oh, come on. Stop it, Terry. Stop it.
Yeah. I've seen the videos too. And, like, the thing is that match I've heard people critique and they tear it up. And I had no idea. As a kid, I was just like, oh, like, it was the one where Ultimate Warrior took the belt from Hogan And it was like the handover thing. Hogan was going to go to Hollywood, and they needed their title belt on a big star, and it turned out he wasn't as good as a champ as McMahon had hoped. But I thought that match was great, and apparently it sucked. And I'm like, wow, I was just such a kid. It didn't matter to me. I thought it was the bomb, Yeah.
Well, there was a time when I believed wrestling was real, but only when I was very, very young, like under 10. After
My
about
kid,
10, 11 years old, I was like, okay, this is bullshit, but it's still pretty cool.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, I could suspend my disbelief and say, yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. But I knew it was fake at that point, at a very young
I don't think I got into it till after I was 10. My mom let me know
kind
it
of
was
always
fake
knew
and
it
all
was
that.
fake. Because like one time, I think they used to have him on was it TNT for a while, and there was a match. One guy was on the ground, and the other guy was kicking him, and the foot never made contact with the body, but the guy still flinched.
Oh yeah,
it's like he didn't even touch you.
My kid was about 10 years old, and I was working with a semi-pro league in Orlando, not as a wrestler, but as a creative assistant, so to speak. I was doing, whatever I could around the ring. And at one point I became a manager, but they were trying to train me how to bump. And I got close to their cruiserweight champion, Justice. That was his name, ironically. And he was literally like an acrobat, right? So he's teaching me how to bump. He's coming over the house. My son is loving it. He thinks wrestling's real. Justice's arch rival was called Livewire. Now, both guys were face-painted monsters, right? They were both acrobatic. And Jace was adamantly in Justice's corner. Every match, he would go see it, and he would be like, Justice, kill him, blah, blah, blah. Well, I remember it was like 5th, 6th match he had seen. I was backstage. Jace came back, and he caught the two of them after their fight, sitting back there having a beer. And oh my God, he was so mad. That was it for him. He was done. He was like, wrestling's fake. I want nothing to do with it. These
so that
people
was
are fake.
Behind the curtain and saw that the wizard wasn't anything but a.
He saw the two hated enemies, good versus evil, were drinking beers in the back. And I'm like, oh no. Because it didn't even occur to me that he was buying into it, I knew he loved it, but I was like, oh, he believed it. Holy cow.
Yeah, worldview shattered in that moment, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It was bad. But he's very sharp like that. When he decides X, Y, or Z is out, it's out. Like, and wrestling was it. He was like, I'm done. I'm never going back. And he never really did. He never got the vibe again, which was unfortunate because it was a cool little thing that I could do with him. You take him to a wrestling show. You had a blast. It was like fishing, but without the fish.
Yeah.
Without the hook.
Well, I had a neighbor.
I mean, the hawk and animal thing, the rover thing. I was going to say that I liked them visually. They were one of the coolest tag teams I ever saw with those spiky freaking, shoulder pads and shit. And they look just like, they walked out of, what did they used to call the Raiders fans where they all dressed up like in the
No, yeah, not the dog pen.
They had spikes. It started with one guy showing up in a Darth Vader costume.
Yeah. I don't know what they call it.
Maybe did they call it the black hole? But
I don't know. Hang on.
They get crazy with their outfits, and I always felt like it was the whole concept for the tag team was inspired by the Mad Max movies, but also by those Raiders fans, those crazy Raiders fans.
You're right. The black hole.
Yeah, the black hole. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up because I didn't know.
Yeah, that literally all started with one Raiders fan showing up in a full Vader outfit, cape, the whole full body suit, the helmet, everything.
God, 9:50. The page is still not open and it's still counting time. Oh, I messed up bad.
Not bad. Well, no, you You don't say you messed up bad till it becomes 11 o'clock and it doesn't go live.
Okay, so aside from the whole, busting chops about the haircut thing, what happens if it doesn't ever fix itself? It's got to fix itself at some point, or they got to fix it, right?
Right.
Yeah,
well, by tomorrow morning, at very worst, tomorrow morning, somebody will come into the office. They'll turn on the machine and go, "Oh, look, Chris still can't figure out how to start a campaign without a problem." Every time I do it, because there's so much time between it, I'll forget something and
I don't think that's even possible to start a campaign without like a little glitch.
I think it is, but I'm not very good at it.
I've done it without a glitch several times.
And I think we have actually too on our previous campaigns. But this one, if I'm running it, it never fails. The day of or the day after, I'm writing Luke going, "Hey, is it possible for me to adjust this a little bit? Because there's a typo or something, And I guess that's my nature. I remember when I got into printing as a graphic artist, typos were a big problem for me in the beginning. I used to invert numbers. So, don't put me on business cards, because if you've got a whole crew that needs cards, I'm going to screw up somebody's number. And 1 out of 20 cards will have some number screw up, guaranteed. Which is not good. You can't do that stuff, especially when you don't have a good proofreader.
Going back to wrestling, you know what was still interesting though, even no matter how many time goes by, the promos.
Some of them.
Promos and behind the scenes stuff. I always still find that interesting. The things that we don't see.
Well, I love promos, which, by the way, guys, any indie comic promos that aren't totally twisted, if you know anybody who's got them active, feel free to send them over. I'll add them to the pre-show. I want variety because I'm tired of I had to have 8 different versions of the of the Cyclopean theme tonight. I had to. I had no choice.
You always have a choice.
No, because really I was going through my hard drive, right? And I'm like, all these old videos that I made had terrible music, or it was a slideshow versus anything that feels good now. You know what I mean? Primitive. And I'm like, so I can't run my old stuff. Not all of it, at least. I still ran the Trolls, but I have old Cyclopean commercials that I'm will never see the light of day again if I can help it. They can be on YouTube, but I'm not going to promote with them. I don't know, man. It's but if I had cool videos Outcast does some, Rick does some, Tim never does any. Tim,
I don't have I do co-host a show, but I don't have my own show.
I didn't know you co-host a show.
Yeah, with the Monkey King of Zoolandia.
When did you start doing this?
A while ago. You haven't seen it.
He's a star.
What's wrong with
You're a star, bro.
I know that.
You don't promote it or nothing. I don't think anybody on my channel's heard of it.
I know this is new. We're breaking, guys. This is breaking news live.
I have shared it on my Twitter page a few times. You guys just don't pay attention.
It doesn't come up in our feed.
Yeah, I don't think it does. So what's the show called now?
Let's see. Well, I can show you. It's Jeez Louise, man. Come on.
Yeah, but what's the name of it?
Hold on. I'll show you.
He doesn't even know the name of it. I don't believe him anymore.
Look, he sends me the link. I show up. What do you want from me?
Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, that's terrible.
So you're an unofficial co-host.
Oh God, you guys are killing me.
Or you're the co-host with Shades that is always on the drugs, and they just put you on the bus and say,
"It's
one more show, right? Just do one more show. Take these pills, you'll be fine."
Kid in that Richard Pryor movie that always.
You want me to tell you, or you want to interrupt me?
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll
tell us.
interrupt you.
It's the Monkey Art Show with Tim Olson.
Oh, with
put a
Tim
li-
Olson.
Put a link
like
in the chat.
Hang on. Monkey Art Show with Tim Olson. I like that.
Does it actually say with Tim Olson, or did he?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Dun, 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 dun.
So is this just a one-time thing or an every week thing?
Whenever he sends me the link,
Oh.
I think it's on. Was it? Well, usually
You got a
sets
1
it
in
up.
7 chance. You got a 1 in 7 chance of nailing it down for the day of the week.
Look, he does the scheduling. He just sends me the link. Okay.
Did you get paid a lot of money to do it?
I get paid $0, but at least I'm co-hosting a show.
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Yeah, you're like metal. You just show up if you get the link. Metal doesn't need the link though.
If I cannot find
The unofficial co-host.
Oh my goodness! I'll send it to you.
Monkey Art, Tim Olson. What am I doing wrong?
Don't.
Everything.
You wouldn't believe some of the monkeys that come up.
What are you doing wrong? You're believing Tim.
That would be a great troll if I'm sitting here looking up monkey art with Tim Olson and there's no such thing. I'm just getting monkeys and chimpanzees and do the monkey dance song.
Monkeys from the Wizard of Oz.
There, I sent you something.
Wait. All right. Let me see what's going on here.
Oh, great. Now Asma's going to give me a hard time about it. Thanks, Chris. Thanks. Well, what a buddy.
Matt says, are you talking about the Monkey and Tom show?
Yeah.
Comedy show?
Hang on. I got to find where you sent it, Tim. What is that?
I have
Where'd you send it, Tim?
Oh, wait. I think I found it. Yeah. I found it.
Yeah,
Dun, 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 dun,
it's
dun,
true.
dun.
It's true. Like I said, he just sends me the link and I show up. That's as far into YouTube as I go.
All right, hang on. Let's see.
Clandestine podcasting.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's a gorilla cast. It's the total gorilla cast.
Monkey King.
The Adventures of Sig and Joe.
Oh, Plunge Comics.
Plunge Cast.
I just subscribed.
I think I'm subscribed to them. I've been on them before.
Well, I mean, then you should already know. I mean,
it says monkey something of zoo. What?
You weren't on it when I was on it.
Yeah.
Monkey, hey Tim.
What?
How come your banana is slanted down like that?
Quit staring at my banana, weirdo.
You should have the artist flip it. just flip it.
Dear Lord, what have I done to deserve this hell?
Oh my God, I can't even stop.
Yeah, Wiggle, I'm gonna, bro. It's gonna go if I ever get the damn page open. I screwed up the page, and it's not opening. And I didn't get any response from anybody over at From My Comic, but that's not their fault. You know, I'm not blaming them.
How's the injury healing? Is it? You did hear that Wiggle has I guess it was a neck injury or a shoulder injury?
Oh crap! No.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm kind of lame like that. I don't follow up. I don't keep up. I'm like always just caught up.
What
is Wiggle the outer Pangea person?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I wanted to spell a lie in the chat by the Duck Boy. I sent Monkey King the link to the stream because Tomothy can't be bothered. I sent him the link via X, sir.
You didn't share it in chat though.
Oh, well, I can do that too.
You know they're probably feeling left out.
Well, he already knows about it. He shows up and harasses me all the time.
Yeah, but what about for everybody else that doesn't know where to bother you? Go and harass you.
Shut up, Randy.
So it's getting weird. So I'm gonna check the page again. I'm sure it's not up, but I'm gonna check it anyways.
Yeah, it's after 10, so
404, baby. We're still working on it. Oh
You're
God,
the
I'm gonna stay at least till 11 so I can see if it opens.
Hey, what does that 404 actually mean? And why is it such a common error that it's memeable now at this point?
It means the page isn't found, and at this point it's going to be because it's locked up somewhere between approval and editing. And like I said, that's because of the stupid time thing I did. That's my fault.
Well, now I feel better just hearing about your error in launching your campaign.
So I guess what you're saying is, what if you wouldn't have changed the time that it launched, that it went live? If you just would have left it as is, would it be working?
In theory, it would have opened. No, it would have opened at 11 Eastern time because it was set for 8 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay, yeah, I guess it. Okay.
So I had to go in. I had to change that to 5 so it would open at 8. And I thought it was approved, but Diana was looking it over and she says it's still in editing. So I rushed in and I clicked the I understand, and I clicked the submit, and I prayed for a fast response. And then I
didn't get one.
Sent messages to everybody. And then I said, well, God, if it's not meant to be at 8 o'clock, maybe 9. And now I went maybe 10. And now I'm going maybe 11. But it may be that, it's just going to take until tomorrow. And if it does, that's okay. It's not the end of the world, but it's a little pie on my face.
Maybe set it up for Central Time going forward. You know what I mean? And split the difference.
No, you know what?
When she said it, just leave it.
The thing is, it will not leave my brain this time because, and somebody correct me, but I don't remember this ever being an issue before the time. So I don't know if it's maybe a problem with my computer that made it think it was Pacific time, but everything I have is Eastern time. So something is different from the last time I did it. And at least next time I'll be aware.
I forget. And I think you should do it when you're going to be doing it live like this to do it. I think you should put it on the half hour, not the hour as well.
Yeah.
Because as I was saying like earlier, you start the show and it's not open right away. You build up to it a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't have minded if it had been open before the show, especially with the hair on the line. But, it happened the way it did. And
I guess you just have to say it's a hairy situation.
Yeah, well, we know how to get through it.
Hair today, gone tomorrow.
Gone tomorrow.
Well, I'm thinking the challenge, for a real crew cut, it should take just 10 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that, right? They should be able to.
Well, not that
they shouldn't even have to do that.
All they're going to do is they're going to grab all your hair, cut it off with a ponytail, and then they're going to shave the rest with a clippers.
But if I went into boot camp, wouldn't they just zip, zip, zip?
They would do exactly that. They'd grab it up in a ponytail, snip that off.
Oh, would they? All right. Yeah, I didn't know. I remember the movie pictures where there'd be a guy with big bulky hair and they'd and that was it. That they were done. I'm like, give me a crew cut. When I go.
That makes for a good, visual. It makes good for good movies, right? But they got hundreds of fucking guys to do in a very short period of time. So doing that just like that with really long hair would just clog up the blades. So they snip it off and then they just scrape the shorter shit.
In those movies, aren't the barber always sarcastic?
Now picture the guys that you see with shoulder length hair. Probably they just got snipped, and then now they're going to do the clippers, right?
You always got the really sarcastic barber, yeah, oh, yeah, next.
I don't know. Whenever I've gotten my hair cut, they've always been very gracious about it. Like, we have this place that's, I guess you would call it hip hop, very stylish. And I went in there, and they were like honored that they were cutting my hair. It was like a big deal to them to do it. They're still there too. It's been like 15 years.
I remember.
Yeah, well, they probably think, "Oh, wow, this guy's growing his hair so long, and he's decided to cut it, and he's chosen us." It's really nice that he chose us. Meanwhile, for me, I just do it myself. Do the sort of the ponytail, and then.
When I was on active duty and stationed at Camp Pendleton, which is just north of San Diego, the PX was right behind my barracks. And so we had to cross the parking lot to get to the PX. And as part of the PX was a little barbershop, two-chair barbershop. And it was run by this old Italian guy who he has spoken with a very thick accent, you know what I mean? And he always had his radio playing some AM station that always broadcast classical music, right? And so he was very like laid back, calm demeanor type of guy. Gave a great haircut, but with that hair, I mean, with the music that he always played and his accent, everybody just called him. Do you remember the Bugs Bunny Barber Seville? There's Bugs Bunny
No.
Barber Seville, and it's all in classical music, and he's cutting Elmer Fudd's hair. Bugs Bunny is the Barber Seville. Look it up. Look it up.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, look it up. I mean, you might not want to play it. It might be copyrighted, but just
it
check
would be. Yeah.
But we used to all of us call him the Barber of Seville. He was a cool guy, man. And he was he was like about 152 years old. It looked like, I don't know how old he really was, but he looked ancient.
Oh, I sort of remember this cartoon.
He probably had mob ties. You just don't know.
He might have. Yeah.
Let's see. Well, you're right. It probably would get me a copyright if I played the cartoon. This might even be too far, but I remember this now. Yeah.
That's it.
I forgot about it. I do remember it though. It almost had like a Pink Panther quality, but it was good.
Yeah, fair enough.
I got to be honest, I was never into Pink Panther. I never thought it was a cool cartoon.
What about the movie?
I got to disagree with you. I was a fan.
Didn't it start out as a movie, though?
I like Pink Panther, too.
I don't know. There
movie?
was a movie, but it had absolutely nothing to do with the Pink Panther except for the openings, right? The sequences.
Exactly. That's probably where the cartoon came
from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, the one other thing that had to do a little bit with it, in the cartoon, they had a cartoon version of Inspector Clouseau.
Of Clouseau, yeah.
It was a movie before it was a cartoon. That's just like with Ghostbusters. I thought Ghostbusters was a cartoon and then a movie, but it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely was. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course,
No. Depends on which Ghostbusters you mean.
Yeah, they're talking the real Ghostbusters. Remember?
Yeah, it was a movie, then a cartoon.
Yeah, because they had to add the word "the real Ghostbusters" because there's another Ghostbusters cartoon.
Yeah, from like the 70s.
Some stupid cartoon. That one looks stupid.
I'm not sure whether I ever saw it as a kid or not.
If you really think about it, Ghostbusters is stupid. It was just it made it because everything that makes it is because of the good writing, good acting, funny line. It was fun. But if you think about the idea. 4 MIT students who flunked out start a business collecting paranormals.
Actually, they weren't MIT students.
And a guy who drove an ambulance.
They had already graduated. They were
okay. That's
right.
Whatever. They the story itself wouldn't sound too plausible to me until you see the way these guys played the characters, and it was like, all right, this is good. I like this. This is funny.
What about the
I
scene
don't-
when they're going on up the elevator? It's like, oh, there's a big cockroach upstairs.
You know what? I don't know the movie that well. I'd have to watch it again. Guys, I'm 57 now. Like, you
And
don't
your
know
point
yet,
is-
Tim.
By the way,
Tim's a
happy
young.
birthday.
Thank you.
First, right?
Yeah.
All
Tim
right.
is a young man. He doesn't know about losing his memory yet.
Hey, I'm
Were you again?
52. I'm 52. I'm 52, almost 53. So I'm not losing my memory. Or
When
even
I
coming
turned
close.
57, I felt like God's angels came down and took a stick of ram out.
Wait a minute.
This-
Who are you guys, and how did I get here? Also, where is he?
It's just weird.
This is the
because-
moon.
I kind of know. I mean, I forgot that I co-host a show.
Yeah, that you never tell anybody about till now.
Well, if you pay attention, you'd see.
You should
Yeah,
have a
if-
promo reel.
If unfortunately, I don't watch Plunge comics as much as I should, but
Oh,
you didn't even remember the name of the channel. Forget the title of the thing.
So, what do you guys talk about on that show?
Tim,
Anything from serious topics to different types of cartoons, comics, pop culture, that kind of thing.
so like my
All right,
channel.
I got a serious topic for you guys. What do you think about the evangelical pastors coming out in the last 48 hours saying the government's about to reveal extraterrestrial information and the Christians are not ready for it?
Okay, I didn't even hear of that.
No way. You haven't heard about it?
No.
Yeah, there were, what's his name? Something Stone. He's one of the big televangelist, evangelist types, and then a couple of other guys. They came out and said they got calls from the government, one of the senators or something, warning them to get their people ready because there were disclosures coming that were going to change everything.
I don't know. I know there's some Christians that it would mess with them. For me, it wouldn't.
Well, I'm expecting, if they're talking like that, I'm expecting a full-blown, everything you know is a lie. We are the gatekeepers. We are, you know what I mean? Something stupid like that. And I sure hope that nobody falls for it. At least, you know, understand that this is likely what you'd hear from anything that is not of God anyways. You know, they're going to try to manipulate and...
And my more question is, for these people that got it, how sure are you this is the government and not just somebody calling you and pranking you?
Yeah, well, I guess it's been confirmed. Supposedly, now this is all stuff, who knows, you know, you see it on the internet, but supposedly Kash Patel has sent over files to be released, and now it's just a matter of days before it gets put out in the public. So we'll see if they're talking smack or not. I mean, how many times, like, they said they were going to reveal the Epstein files and sent, 12 influencers out with binders that were stupidly, blank, basically.
And they're televangelists. They lie all the time.
Well, they are kind of...
Well, I'm not even... some do tell the truth.
Sure.
But my point is,
I don't believe it.
the government lies, and B, can lie, and B, the other thing, it could easily be somebody pranking them too, because they are religious or televangelists or whatever.
Well, no, because the guy from the Congress guy legit did get in the meeting with him. He said, yeah, I was there, but he actually pushed back a little and said that he didn't say it would change everything. So who knows? Who knows what the heck they're going to say?
Just like that, that one televangelist that got a message sent to him, as he answers questions, and somebody sent the theme song to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to him in the form of a serious question. And he fell for it.
Did he pray for the Fresh Prince?
Yeah, I guess so. It's pretty funny.
Well, I am a believer, but those kind of situations, they can be picked apart with a decent Bible study 9 out of 10 times. And the 10th time, it's so obvious you don't need a Bible. It's like, I don't know where they're coming from. I hope that they're not getting themselves in, spiritual trouble, but I know how my life has worked with money and God, so I'm not looking for him to make me a billionaire or whatever they're doing. He gives me what I need when I need it. That's all I need,
Well, it's like when they declassified and told the public, yes, UFOs are real, and what they meant to say is that, yeah, we saw some objects and we can't tell what they were.
They are unidentified flying objects, sir. But we're going to change that to UAPs because UFO has too much of a stigma on it now. That's the word, at least. That's why they changed it. I'm going to check the page out of fun. Let's see.
They changed it?
Yeah, it used to be UFOs. Now it's UAPs.
Wow.
UAPs? What's that stand for?
What does it stand for?
Hang on, I'll have to look it up.
I know it used to be unidentified flying object.
Let's see. UAP stands for unidentified anomalous phenomenon.
Okay.
So what they're actually using that for, though, also includes these things they say come out of the ocean that they can't identify. So it's not just like we think they're saucers. They've had things coming out of the ocean and buzzing around cruisers and aircraft carriers and whatnot.
So this is the way to
There's also
anything.
For a while they were using
Unidentified.
USOs, which was unidentified submerged object.
Yeah, I think that, and they just kind of merged everything together so they could say, we don't know what any of this crap is. It's just, we got to deal with it. Okay. Trillions of dollars invested in, I think it's all invested in reverse engineering, but what do I know? I think they just reverse engineered a whole bunch of alien stuff, and who knows if we'll ever find out about it.
What do you know? I mean, you took away our powers. What the hell do you know?
Yeah, well, they're back, though. They're already back. You guys just don't know how you got them back, see?
Did you go to Canada?
No.
It's already booked. Where do you see you show up at your place, Rick? Oh.
It would be funny, though, if we could figure out a way to mess with that whole thought process. Many more powers. Maybe there can be a Canadian angel that helps.
Maybe they get many more powers than what they had before.
A Canadian vendor offers you Thunder Fist and many more. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so it's still giving me a 404. That's disappointing. I am sorry, guys. I have ruined the climax of a nice build-up. But there's always tomorrow.
Well, if you go to 11, it might, it's not ruined unless it doesn't go live at 11.
But even at 11, I'm like, oh, I blew it. It's like in a boxing match. You can't throw your best punch, 30 minutes after the match ended.
Yeah, but the match hasn't ended yet. It hasn't even begun.
Oh, it's begun. Believe me, I've seen the page. It says it's been, hang on, let me see how long it's been running now. 2 hours. It's been running 2 hours. But nobody can see it. That is so disappointing.
It's been running 2 hours, but hasn't been running
for 2 hours.
It's probably gonna, once it actually goes live, it's probably gonna redo that.
Yeah, because I think it tells me that the timer isn't set exact to whatever the actual opening is. And so the setting has tricked it into thinking it's on when it's actually not on. You know what I'm saying? Let me.
Wait, what?
So the timer thinks it's on, but it hasn't actually been turned on. You know, kind of like because it's not getting a go ahead from whatever the mechanism is that makes the website live. That still might be thinking 11 o'clock. It might even be waiting for a fresh approval. Whereas the timer just knows, hey, he told me to start at 5 p.m. Pacific time now, and well, now it's 7 p.m. Pacific, so it's been running for 2 hours. It's like a dummy counter because it's not actually running with the appearance. Oh well, it'll run eventually.
Well, there's a dummy involved for sure.
Oh yeah, there is.
For sure.
The only good thing about this is I can totally demonstrate that I take responsibility when I screw it up. You know, I'm not sitting here going, I don't know what happened. It must be the company. You know, like, I can't blame them. It was me. Now, I do wish there had been like a radio box to check Eastern or Pacific or Central time. But I should have been paying enough attention to catch that 2 days ago, you know?
What's a radio box?
They're like little check boxes. So, like, a lot of times it might be a drop-down menu or something where you can make a selection. Like when you buy our T-shirts, you can see there's several different sizes. You just click a thing and you pick whatever size you want. You know, it's a radio box or a check box or a, you know, I don't know why. I think
an option box.
Well, I think the radio box thing is the radio button, and I'm confusing it. And it's only called a radio because they used to look a little bit like radio buttons to someone who made it up. But yeah, you know, a selection option would be cool.
It's the same way the 3-line thing is called a burger.
Yeah, when they do that, I get lost. I'm like, the burger?
Yeah.
Or like when they call a number sign a hash mark. I'm like, no, that's the, yeah, but that's a number sign. Like when I grew up, that's what that was. I didn't ever call it a hashtag till the internet took it over. It's like, oh, geez.
Yeah, it took me a while to click to that too. I was like, what? Yeah, exactly. It was when I was a kid too. You know, number sign. We're the same age virtually, so it was a number sign hashtag.
Yep. We remember the truth. They've changed it. The crazy people in Washington.
Selective.
I don't know what's going on anymore. It's crazy. I think we're still at war with Iran, which
maybe
is weird. Because it's like watching a pro football player beat up on a what do they call those little kid leagues?
Minor league.
Pop Warner.
Pop Warner. Yeah, Pop Warner for the little kid football. Every once in a while, the little kid will kick the big one in the balls, but then the big one hefts him up really bad, you know. It's just not good. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but at the same time, FAFO, brother. I mean,
I agree with that.
Imagine that mindset, having an actual nuclear button to push. It wouldn't be unpushed for longer than 10 minutes.
Yep.
I mean,
well, that's kind of the best argument they have for maintaining a military presence and activity against Iran is, you know, anytime there's trouble, they actually attack their neighbors for not being more upset about it. And they attack countries that have nothing to do with it because, because they didn't do something they wanted them to, like they didn't protest loud enough or come to their defense or, I don't know, it's crazy. And if they had nukes, you're right, you know. If somebody take them off, they're just going to take them out. That's what they try to do now with regular bombs.
Yep. Yeah, there's no way you're going to convince me that they would be they would show anything approaching restraint if they had a nuclear bomb.
No.
Where's the first target, and how long till we can make more?
No, their first target would be Israel.
Absolutely.
You would assume. Yeah, you would assume.
Israel or
But-
the States.
Well, no, the threat that Europe knows, and it's kind of interesting because most of Europe kind of cowtails to Iran. You know, if Iran can reach them too, they know they're just as much in trouble. You got American bases. Oh, we've got this new nuke. We're gonna bomb the base in the middle of Germany because it's American. That's how That's how Europe is like. Oh crap! They get so much oil and crap from them. They're beholden. And it's like, this sucks. Geopolitics are not fun. And when was the last time we had a president that would actually do anything like this? I don't know, World War II, Vietnam, Korea?
Reagan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reagan absolutely called them the evil empire, and they were fucking scared. Here's another thing that tells you how well respected by the rest of the world President Reagan was. He wasn't even president yet, because they hadn't had the inauguration. You know, Carter was still.
I know what you're going to say because I remember this too.
They let the hostages go before he was even president. They're like, okay, we can't dick around with this guy. We could dick around with Jimmy Carter for almost 4 years, but we can't fuck around with this guy. So just let him go for incoming, you know.
Yeah, because they knew Reagan was just like, all right, we're going in.
You're gonna give our people back, or we're gonna go get them. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, that was actually. I remember being quite proud of being an American that morning, and I was a kid, you know. But I was like, oh yeah, Reagan was top notch. And I know that history does its best to tarnish every great leader that we've had, but he was worth having.
Bill Biden, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, none of them got an aircraft carrier named after them.
No.
Okay, so
yeah, aircraft carriers are funny too because I keep watching shows that say they're outdated, and yet they're so bad. Like, and they've tried all this small. They were like, well, the aircraft carriers won't last against the super missiles and the drones and the. Oh yeah, we do. We do great against them. Sorry, our tech is that good. It's expensive. They're right. Yeah, we'll use a $2 million laser to shoot down a $20,000 missile, or whatever we're doing. I got all the terms wrong, but they don't hit us.
Right.
That kind of tech costs some money, true, but they don't get to us.
What's the price of a living, breathing human being?
Right. Well, I was thinking that when they went in for the two pilots that went down, and there were people saying that's ridiculous. They shouldn't have done that. How much did they lose? They lost 3 aircraft. Oh, I'm sorry. They lost 3 aircrafts, but everybody got out. Are you kidding?
That's a win. Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah. I'm like, really? That's what.
And listen, just speaking for just for Marines as a whole, as a fighting force, as a service, Marines have this thing. It's call us quirky, but a Marine never leaves another Marine on a battlefield, even if they're dead. We try to get the body and bring it home, and that's just how it is. So all of that whole operation and all the assets that they expended in order to save those 2 pilots makes complete and total sense to me.
Yeah, like that's the difference of being in an American military, isn't it? I mean, other countries don't really do that. They look and go, well, it's not worth the price. We'll just...
Yeah, they cut their losses too easily.
Yeah.
Like Joe Biden did that, the withdrawal from Afghanistan. Not only did he leave people on the ground, but he left billions of dollars worth of military hardware that was taken by the enemy and will absolutely be used against us. It'd be like a Tony Stark moment, with the missile in the ground, says Stark Industries. Same shit. Same shit has and will continue to happen until they run out of our bullets.
and then they'll find Chinese duplicates or knockoffs to fill it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. The good news about the Chinese though is they keep giving Iran equipment, and it's not all that great. Like we hear, this is some. What's that?
That's because their own equipment is not that great. So the shit they're willing to give to other countries is even worse. Like recently they launched some, I think it was some new super high tech type of warship. I forget if it was a destroyer or a cruiser, or whatever it was. But when they launched it, it got stuck in the mud in the river where they launched it, and it's still sitting there. Hasn't even gone on this maiden voyage, unless you count rolling down a ramp and getting stuck in the mud as the maiden voyage.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, because I watch all these wannabe military channels, and there's a few of them out there. They will hype up, oh yeah, China's got this, and they say it does this and this and this, and then it comes out Iran has some of it, and they go, well, it doesn't do as it was promised. We thought it was good. It's like they buy every bit of propaganda that's handed to them about it, and then when it underperforms, they go, wow, we had no idea. Well, truth is, they say a lot of stuff coming out of China that just isn't quite accurate. I mean,
I get it. My one buddy gets a lot of gifts for friends from China.
Right.
It's cool because the idea of a gift is the idea of the gift, not the gift itself, right? So,
right.
But it's always interesting how there'd just be something wrong with it somehow, somewhere, or just a little off, right? And then if it's like a T-shirt or a hoodie, it's going to wear out so quick. There'll be holes in the elbows for no reason. It's just so weird. The drawstrings on the hood will break and I don't even use the drawstrings. They'll just break and fall off.
Well, I can tell you, I got into retro video games, handheld emulators. And when I first got into it, I was buying cheap ones under $100. They looked as good as all the good ones for $200 or $300. They were all Chinese, and when you got your hands on them, total junk. They looked great, but they had none of the innards like the good ones did. The buttons didn't have the right click. The crosshairs wasn't accurate at all. You couldn't use the sticks at all. Whatever it might be, never failed.
Mad Catz was notorious for that. Mad Catz
yeah, they were.
Controller. They make controllers. I can remember buying controllers from them that out of the box would have one stick or the other bias in one direction. Like,
absolutely.
In Turok, I just plugged the controller in playing Turok, the dinosaur hunter game, right? First person shooter.
Oh, and yeah.
I can't do anything because my guy just wants to turn in a circle to the left. Right out of the box. I mean, right out of the package.
Yeah.
Come on. And then
I had some bad Mad Catz.
I was stupid enough to buy one of their wireless controllers even after that. And the lag on that controller was unbelievable.
Well, the thing is, they had the price. You go in and you see like the name brand one for $50, $60, $80, and you'd see a Mad Catz sitting there, $25.95. Ooh, right. And it has turbo fire. Oh, I guess I'll try it. Maybe this time it'll be worth it. And you get it home, and it never was.
And then they used to always do see-through cases, which should have been a red flag because there was almost nothing inside them.
You can see how bad it was, yeah.
I couldn't believe they did that. And that it still happened to work on me.
Well, that was all in response to the iMac with their translucent cases changing the design of everything. Everybody had to go translucent, and it's like, oh, gee, everybody copy Apple for a decade. Here we go. Because Apple does, I don't know how they keep doing it. I thought it was Steve Jobs. It must be the mentality of the company because they just keeping on.
Oh, yeah, it's just company culture at this point.
Yeah. Eventually, they're going to lose it, but Steve Jobs has influenced that thing for a long time. I think he's still doing it, even from memory. Somebody in that company is going, what do you mean you can't do it? Everybody can do it. Tony Stark did it with the junk.
Yeah, maybe they already,
Well, you're not Tony Stark.
Maybe they already input his brain digitally, and he's like an AI Jarvis running around. He's the ghost in the machine,
Oh my gosh, I don't want to make light of that, but you're kind of right. I mean, we're hearing about the possibilities now. What if he is like sitting in some Apple Power PC somewhere in California, and he keeps getting upgraded.
He's totally in the Matrix, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm on all Apple equipment. That would mean Steve Jobs is here.
That would mean you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Unless you toe the line, keep buying Apple products, then you're fine.
Well, you kind of have to once you start, because everything interlinks so cool. Like, it wouldn't make sense for me to have an Android anything, except for an emulator, because that's what my emulator is. It's Android. But like an Android phone won't connect to my computer or to my iPad, properly. It will. But when you have like an iPhone and an iMac, I can bring the iPhone in and all the screens will like line up together, like so I can move my cursor from one side to the other. And it's bizarre, man. Like, I have 2 monitors, 2 Macs in one office, and they work in unison. Like, I can do stuff, move it screen to screen. I don't know how it does what it does, but it's like, it's pretty freaky. It hands off stuff like incredibly. Okay, it's 10:37. I'm going to check again, but we are getting close to the 11 o'clock hour.
Yes, we are.
We have
23
no
minutes
idea.
away.
Yeah, we have no idea what's happening. It still says it's not going to work. It still says sent for a review. It hasn't been approved, but it's running, which makes.
How does it say now? A 2.5?
I'm going to look right now. Let's see. I was looking at my dashboard first. 404. And on the actual page I can see, we are at... Well, it just says 2 hours, but that's because of the way it's doing it. Now it's just doing it by the hour. So at 11, hopefully it opens, but it should say been raising for 3 hours. Hopefully. Otherwise, it'll be tomorrow morning sometime. And
well, it could be before then, but you're not going to know because you'll be going to bed.
Yeah, so
really, like, obviously no money has been donated, right? Or raised.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah. The second I find it on, I'm going to drop something in. I'll probably buy a PDF just so I don't skew the numbers. But
yeah. Well, you could just donate $1 to yourself or $2 to yourself.
Well, I'm only going to lose like 1%, so I mean, I can spend $5 and get back $4.95. But
Tony said it's a Chinese website.
Yeah, no, actually, it's American, and they're really good. It's kind of, I guess, mom and pop-ish because it's a very small company. But yeah, it's just that was my screw up, messing with the time right before the launch. Well, it wouldn't have mattered because it would have gone to 11. But if it doesn't open at 11, until 11, then all this has been for nothing. All this worry for 3 hours, all that, because nothing I did mattered. But I'm afraid at 11.
No. See, if you hadn't messed with it, it would have opened at 11 no matter what.
Right, right.
You're screwing with it. It made it not open even at 11.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I might have turned it into that situation. But we can hope. We can hope. The time is running by. You guys are keeping me up. This is good. I don't want to go to bed without it opening. That's going to suck. Gosh, I'm looking back at the campaigns. There's quite a few of them.
Samsung is superior, said Lorenzo.
Well, I mean, it depends if you want a washing machine, or I'll be honest though, I like have a Samsung TV with an Apple TV attached to it.
I've been looking at those handhelds that have all the preloaded games. One of them has all four original Mortal Kombats on it.
Well, your best bet, believe it or not, would be to get like either a Retroid Pocket, one of their models, or an Ambernick. I think Ambernick might come with games, but you should familiarize yourself with downloading ROMs and stuff, because once you get it, you'll want to add things on your own. My emulator is funny because I mostly run 16 and 32-bit systems. I don't really play the N64 because the controller is strange, and on the emulator, it's hit or miss because you've got to set it up, and you remember the weird controller. I have one of the N64 controllers, a generic version, and it still feels weird. Like I don't know how to get a real N64 controller on an emulator.
N64.
Yeah, I've downloaded several game systems before for my computer.
Yep.
I've actually got a couple on. Well, you can't see it. Disc right here. I'm not sure what's on them. Should check.
Well, I have them set up on my Mac Mini M1 using I forget the name of it, but there's a Macintosh management software thing. It does all the emulation for what it has, and it goes up to like I believe Dreamcast. But that's more than enough for me. I don't get into modern games. Like they usually take too long. I don't want to invest the next 6 months getting through the woods of death to get to the castle to fight the dragon. I don't know. I'm from even Zelda's gotten so long. I'm like, if I want to play a Zelda game, I can go back to Nintendo and play one of those. And that's 8-bit,
Yeah.
But the only kid I know who likes old games is my grandson, and he's only 4 years old, so he doesn't really know the difference. But when he sees his dad, my son, playing games, he wants to play too. So my son's been passing him off the old emulator, and he's been getting into, old Kirby games and stuff. And it's like, that's the only time kids will do it. Because once a kid realizes, I can play games that are photorealistic, it's all over usually, at least for a while.
Listen, I was that way even as a kid when there only was 8-bit. I mean, I tolerated it because it was all there was, but even these graphics, how does that even look like ET? And I did buy that game and try to play it, and it was horribly broken. All the rumors are true.
My cousins had a regular Nintendo, and they never let me play it. My first game system was a Super Nintendo.
Now, see, my first was a Nintendo as it was like the last year of NES before the Super NES. So everybody was on a Genesis. I finally saved up enough money, and the Genesis was like $50 more. So I was like, no, I'll get an NES. I'll buy a bunch of games on clearance. And I enjoyed the heck out of it. I mean, because I kind of knew what to buy. You knew which games were good and which games weren't.
Who's making that noise?
I don't know. It's kind of weird, ain't it?
It sounds like coffee percolating.
Oh, I think it's Rick.
Rick turned into Flipper. Yep, Rick turned into Flipper. That's an additional power. He can morph into Flipper.
He's sending telepathic messages.
No, he's looking for some fish.
He's trying
Professor
to
Rick.
stuff for your brain.
It's Canadian psyops.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Yes.
No.
But Randy can't hear you though.
No, can't hear Rick. All I hear is Flipper.
Hey, can the Canadian Shield speak to fish?
No.
Stop it.
Is he lame like Aquaman?
Oh my god.
I got a. I'm not sure what games I have for it. I have a disc here that has Super Nintendo on with a whole bunch of games. Trying to. It says it's got PlayStation, PlayStation 2 emulators. That is.
Yep. What do you know what you're using? Is it what's the name of it? There's one that's super popular.
Oh, these are really old ones. Like I would have got these like probably 10 years ago.
But you have the ROMs, right?
Yeah, I should have.
All right, hang on. Which one am I talking about? Not RetroArch, is it? No, there's one that you can use like in almost any system. It's written for everything, but
Like I have, they're on these old CDs, DVDs.
are you showing them right now? And I'm not looking. No, you're not showing them. All right.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh no, I'm not sure. I
All
am,
you
but
see
I'm not.
is the Canadian Shield. There you go. Oh, those. So they're like probably their own apps, right? You're not emulating its app that emulates it right in it.
Yeah, well, it's an emulator. You open it up, and then you got to open up the ROMs, and then I got one disc just called Super Nintendo.
Very cool.
Let's see. Trying to open up the game section on this one, but it's taking forever.
One I've been playing recently is another copy of Brutal Doom, which is fun.
No sparkles, Rick. You have no sparkly shit. What's up?
Yeah, I took that all. Took off my whatchamacallit.
Oh, I miss it.
Screen.
I miss it.
Now who
power
can't name things, Rick?
He has the power to turn it on
I
and the power to
finished
turn
what
it
I was
off.
saying.
You took down the thing.
Yeah, and then I went and finished my statements and green screen.
There you go. Words are hard, isn't it, huh?
On the one that says Canadian Game Systems 1, I have Intellivision, regular Nintendo, ColecoVision, Game Boy, Genesis.
I remember ColecoVision.
Yeah, I loved ColecoVision. I never had one.
ColecoVision controller looked like a TV remote with a knob on it.
Yeah. It was actually similar to Intellivision, but it had the knob.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And it's got I've got all the games for it here too.
Oh, I used to do that. And then I threw away like 90% of my collection because I found I had like games I've never played, never heard of, and I downloaded them in bulk.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd open it up. I'm like, I am not going to get into this. Boom, dump. Like Sparky's Skating Brigade. It's ice skating on lakes. No, thank you.
Okay, the Genesis one here doesn't have any games. Game zip. Oh, the game zip files. Yeah, got them all. Beavis and Butthead, Berenstein Bears, Best of the Best Karate, Championship Karate,
Canadian Cornholio.
It might run better on a
Buck
SSD.
Rogers, Bugs Bunny, Double Trouble.
You know what? Buck Rogers was a decent game if it's the one I'm thinking of. I remember this shooter. I think it was actually on Atari 2600 as well because it was degraded for that system. But I remember Buck Rogers being a good game.
Yeah, well, right now I'm reading off of the Genesis ones.
Ah.
I'm surprised no one asked me about last weekend. I had a fun time selling books at Captain Comics in Boise.
Did you meet anybody? Like wasn't that during Comics Day or something?
It was free comic book day. There's a bunch of people in Star Wars cosplay, and that was really about it. There's so many people there that they had to let them in 4 at a time. I didn't know that free comic book day was that big of a deal. I mean, maybe at most you'd see people would go in and grab some free comic books, but lying around the block.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you were there. I was at a real con in Saskatoon,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and I gave
Well,
away
you
a lot of free comics all weekend.
while you were there, I was at home, somewhat celebrating my birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Well, what day's your birthday?
It was May 1st.
Oh, okay, so Friday. My dad's
Yeah.
birthday is May 2nd, or was May 2nd.
Right. I knew what you meant. Oh, you put the ash can down.
Yeah.
Hang on.
And I sold 19 copies of Canadian Shield 1, like 12 copies of Snowdrift 1, 10 or 12 copies of Canadian Shield 2, and about 4 copies of number 3.
I was looking at what I have on top
Yes,
of my
I know
file.
you were in Saskatoon con. I shared some videos of your updates. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, by the miracle of technology, I have that ash can.
Yes, you got it with your comic book.
Yeah. No, I just pulled it out of your room. It's no longer there. It's now here.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it back.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
well,
you've got it.
Yeah, well, you
That
want to know
works pretty
something?
well.
What's that?
First of all, this one has a whole bunch of lines going down it, and so it would be different. And this one was printed on my printer. Plus, my back is different on this one.
How'd you do it? That's magic. My back looks like this. How did you do that, Rick?
Changed it when I went to do the printing.
Oh yeah, look, I
Oh
got,
my
I got more Canadian Shield. Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
do
yeah.
I
I
got a
have
lot
that one
more.
here somewhere too. Yeah, you can beat me. I can only go so far. I feel like I ran. I have just a few shots, and then you got it.
Yeah, well, I got to stretch to get these too.
Oh my God, this conversation just got really gay.
Under the ring. Yeah.
There's number 2.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that for like a. That'd be a great clip. Every time there's these conversation goes nowhere, you're like, oh my God, this conversation got really gay.
All right, hang on. This is gonna seem really gayer.
Oh, more gay? Yeah, bring it on. Melvin.
Oh, what just happened? What just happened to that?
It melted. Melvin melted.
I've got all of our books here, guys.
Oh my God, I'm gonna shit myself. Stop.
Right there, Canadian.
Oh my God.
Oh, I see. I see. Shit on me, why don't you?
Hey, wait. Did you watch the Pyramid Nights? Because I have Pyramid Night books. Has anybody seen the Pyramid Nights movie?
I watched it. I watched it like 2 weeks ago when you sent me the link. And
I've
you know
seen
what?
it three times
I thought
now.
It was pretty cool, but also a little weird. But mostly that's because of how AI makes people or things move.
I see how it is now.
But
I see
also,
how it is.
I couldn't help but not see the Moon Knight series, the live action Moon Knight series.
Yeah.
You know, like with the whole overarching Egyptian mythology, plus especially the hippopotamus goddess, you know, well, and gods, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Nice one, Chris. Let me make this even more gay. Here's a copy of Melvin I have.
Oh, I have like everybody's books here. I'm like, okay, I got one more guy to show you guys. You know, hang on, I want to see something here. So I actually have the very first copy, edition of Pyramid Nights. This was when Gary did it. I don't know when. I was hoping to find a year, but like, look at the difference. So he now does a full color comic. He hires artists other than himself. When he started, he did it all himself. But like, he did the why is my camera doing that? He did the lettering and if you can see it or not, it was I don't want to say it wasn't perfect. It was his first book. But he's cool because you can look at his first books and follow his progression. And that's one of the things I love about indies is looking at, what guys were doing, what they've come to do. And to see him do like a AI movie with all the AI quirks and like the biggest problem I had was the way it would read things. So like sometimes it would mispronounce. And the only way to get around that, and I don't know if he knew this, is sometimes you have to phonetically spell stuff. Like sometimes it would say pyramid wrong, and you actually have to figure out phonetically how to write pyramid in that sentence to force it to say it the way you want. And sometimes the delivery was just like bad acting, like because literally AI is just reading the script, like the male voice say, "Why are you fighting us?" And literally it goes, "Why are you fighting us?" It's like, I don't know what software he used, so I don't know if it's like something you can, retake, or what his boundaries were. But like when I do Cyclopian cartoons, it's very much like it takes forever because I try to get a take, as good as I can get it. Speaking of which, I'll be doing episodes 8 and 9 soon. Part of my birthday gift for my wife was I got Grok back, and Grok is what I use for the animation. So I'll just be doing those out now that I have my Super Grok back, which I don't know. It's crazy that they the amount of money that they get for AI. If you really want to get a serious app that you can work in. Vidu is probably still $10 a month for credits, though. I don't know how many credits. I did that for a little bit, and that was fine. Vidu is a good system, too. It's probably better for it. I haven't seen anything from Rick lately, though, not since his Many More Powers video.
Well, I had a bunch of stuff I did after that. My subscriptions run out at this point for the year.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I might get it in a month or two. I was actually thinking of upgrading, but I want to upgrade so I can have more credits, but I wasn't using them all either.
Right.
So. But then again, because I'd have to forget, like I need somebody to go in and try and do all this for me or whatever. If I, like do it with the credit. Okay, I got all these credits. Use them to do this, and that.
My Suno I paid $10 a month for. I never use all the credits, but they do carry over.
Yeah, that's the problem with Vidu. They don't carry over.
Oh, so you got to use them. With Suno, I go in and like Randy was noticing how many editions of the theme song I did. It's because I have all those credits. If I didn't have that $10 a month add up over the months, when I went to do 8 songs, I would probably run out of credits before the end of the session. And that wasn't even all of them.
I've got quite a few credits in Suno. I don't log in all the time, but let's see. How many do I have at the moment? Suno. Log in. I think it's with Google that
I only use it when I'm promoting a book and I need a new song or I do a animation or something. It's fantastic for music, though. I thought they started doing spoken things too, but turns out it was sound effects and different things, not spoken, voice narration. I don't know why, because they do vocals quite well. You think they could do narration. And really, the speaking voice, if you listen to the Loop trailer, the trailer for the Loop, that old man in it is from Suno.
Oh, right now I have 200. Right now I have 290 credits.
Ooh, in Suno?
Yeah.
Let's see. I wonder how many I have. Now you're going to make me look, just out of curiosity. But
I don't do anything.
I got to go here.
My last one was the one that I was doing to try and whatchamacallit, do a new theme song for the beginning of the Silhouette game.
I have 3,180 credits currently.
Oh wow!
You have how many credits?
3,180 credits in Suno.
So how much does it take to make a video on average?
Well, that's for music.
About 10 credits.
Yeah, so I can make 310 songs at this point or something like that.
Oh, why haven't you? Come on. Cyclopian needs some fucking walkout music, bro. You never watch wrestling?
Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with something, huh?
Yeah, you need at least 300 songs. Otherwise, you're a dilettante. You're just a...
Well, I'm hoping that having many versions of the same song in different genres will subconsciously make people buy more books. But I can't know that if the page won't open for anybody.
Oh, should take a look. It's 11:02.
Yeah, I just looked. It didn't work, but I'm hoping that in a few minutes. Let's see, incognito. And it's still 4:04. Yeah, they're going to make me wait till the morning, I bet. Let me see. What time do I have? See if it's... Yeah,
It's
I
11:02.
have 11:02 as well. Darn it, we're on the same clock, Rick.
Yeah.
That means you Canadians are hacking our nuclear clock, right? No, I know it doesn't actually mean that. Well, that's a disappointment, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like I'll be running a show tomorrow night too.
I'll tune in.
So bad.
What time will it start? I get done work at 9.
I'll do it I'll start at 8:30.
Well, you should come over and get some silhouettes first. We're doing 80s cartoons.
I might do that because you start at what, 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Moonstar.
And usually we're done around somewhere between 8 and 8:30, depending on...
I will, brother. Solo Lorenzo, I shall do that. I'll update everybody because this is a classic screw up. I like... This is legendary for me. Yeah, I know, Tony. I just looked. So, guys, I'm going to go to bed and wake up in the morning, and hopefully it'll all be fixed by then. And if not, I will contact Fund My Comics in office business hours. But I will be back tomorrow night to try this again. I appreciate the patience. I appreciate you guys hanging out and the interest. And well, heck,
Listen,
maybe I'll make
I'll
a new
chime in.
Cyclopian song.
I'll chime in when I get done from work. I'll see what's going on tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
I'm just sad that I'm not going to be able to... I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to buy number 10 this round. I might be out of a job.
That's all right. I might find a way to get you a copy, man.
Yeah. Hey, even if it's digital.
Digital is easier. You know that, right? Of course
Yeah.
you know that. You're a creator, too. All
Yeah,
right,
but I like to have that physical one.
I do, too. I know. I've bought a few.
Oh,
You know what happens? I read the digital, but then I never see it again.
Yeah.
You know, you forget about it.
Like the difference between a picture of a penis and actually holding one, right?
Yeah. And this weekend, I had somebody else from the con bought my comics, a couple of them, and I was telling them about your stuff too, Chris.
Sweet, brother, sweet. Yeah, I always talk about your stuff because you make me sound important. I'm like, I talk to a Canadian creator all the time. Yeah, the Canadian Shield. Have you heard of it? And they've all heard of the Canadian Shield as in something to do with Canada, but they don't know what it is. So they go, I think I have. And I go, of course you have. It's the greatest superhero in Canada. And they don't know, so they just kind of grin. And I'm sure at that point they're thinking, no, it's not. But his hair is so long, I'm just going to nod. He might be weird. And they just nod.
And you are weird, so.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that admission, I'm going to go to bed. Again, thank you for your interest, your patience, and your time.
All right.
hello,
That's
intended
I
shifter.
appreciate your time, brother. But one more thing, I got to get off real quick because I got shit to do.
Yeah.
But so where are we at on the whole Titans rise again? Where are we at on that conversation? I don't remember.
Right now, they fall.
We were talking about being old. I don't know if did we talk about
They
this?
fall down, and go boom.
Yeah, well, no, it's kind of like it's like peanut butter with jelly. It has to have like substance to be together and unified to get to the final PB and J. Because until it does, it's just peanut and butter with a little bit of grape and jelly. But when you mix them all together, you get a sandwich.
You know what? When you say it like that, I gotta tell you, that's the worst wrestling promo ever. The hell are you even talking about?
I was just trying to spin it. I'm like, I'm gonna
You
try to get out of this.
with your statement, made us dumber just by listening to you.
Really?
I tried.
I felt like I lost at least a dozen, maybe 2 dozen IQ points.
And with that,
Thank
ladies and
you.
gentlemen,
Now
you
you
got
know a story about how you're going to make me as smart as I was before that conversation. I mean, come on. You're digging yourself
I'm
a
ending
hole.
the stream. I'm
You're
saying
going the
bye.
wrong way.
Silhouette tomorrow at 7, and I'll be streaming tomorrow night, guys.